Hey guys, so Christian, nothing new. But the preliminary, or the next hearing for him is on the 16th, and we're getting pretty close. It's next Thursday, so we've got exactly 1 week before the next hearing. Now, the last hearing he had, he stomped out. He was stamping around like a child, and I'm famous on the internet, as if the judge really gives a shit about that. Um, but they were holding him without bond until the next one, which is the 16th. And like I said, I'm not going to be too surprised if they let him off with nothing. Like a slap on the wrist because of his autism and him being bullied and stuff like that. I'm really not going to be too surprised. Um, but yeah, next week, and I would love to be a fly on the wall. I would love to be there. I really would. Uh, to see if he just starts throwing a temper tantrum again and starts talking about the dimensional merge. And I'm surprised he hasn't said that his lovers will come and get him out, like Mewtwo and Magichan. He's like, my husband will come get me out. Of course they will, Chris. Of course they will. I don't think Mewtwo cares. I don't think Mewtwo cares. Mewtwo's always the Actually, no. Mewtwo in the past has shown it's like, don't you dare say anything against Christine. Um, was he with Mewtwo when he was still Christian? You know, or that was just a Christine thing? I don't remember how far back Mewtwo goes, but you know, when Chris would go on Twitter, he would be betraying, either Sonichu or Mewtwo or one of his other characters, and they'd all just rush to his defense, obviously, despite the fact that I don't think like people like Mewtwo would give a shit. But he's like, "Oh, don't you dare say anything! I will find you," and blah blah blah. Um, yeah, I don't remember how far Mewtwo went back. If he was married to Chris when he was Christian still, or if it was after he became Christine. Doesn't matter. Either way, I would love to be in that courtroom. I would love to be the judge. I pity the fool. And so hopefully he doesn't go on another tirade about I'm famous on the internet, the interwebs. Everyone knows me on the interwebs. Uh, because quite frankly, no one cares. Chris, you did a terrible act. You being famous on the internet is not gonna lighten your sentence. The only thing that's gonna lighten your sentence is the fact that you have autism and you have a lot of mental problems that you refuse to get looked at. Because I guarantee you, he has more than just autism. I'm sure he has a multitude of different mental disabilities that we don't know about because he doesn't want to get checked out. Uh, Sorry, I had to fix something. But yeah, multitude of things we may not even know about because he doesn't want to get checked out. He doesn't want to go to a doctor. He doesn't want to get evaluated. So he might have more than just autism or I think it's Asperger's too that he has. He might have something else, but we don't know. So all that combined with the fact that he's been trolled, and I mean, if Isabella is the one indeed behind it, I mean, what's going to happen to her when her name's brought up? You know, I don't know what's happening with her because, like I said, even someone like Machete Duck, who is posting pretty much since the beginning of this whole thing, he hasn't posted anything about Isabella in like a week, almost a week and a half, because there's nothing. There's nothing. We know that she was due for a court case, but then that got extended to a different date because something with her in New York with having firearms. Um, So this is our justice system. The people who deserve to be in jail don't, and it's just one thing after another. And then people who have fucking small things like fucking traffic violations, are like, no, you're going to jail, buddy. You fucking criminal. Enjoy the rest of your life in prison. You're putting the wrong people in jail. Hell, I read something last night. There was I can't remember what state it's in, but there was a judge who's like, I don't want to see any more traffic violations. He's like, I'm tired of seeing this shit. Because these police officers or something, they're going around giving people tickets. And, sometimes they'll do it around here. Like, if you go, like, a mile, say you're in a 35 mile per hour zone, and you go 36, they'll fucking pull you over. Me and my friend were heading to Concord, and it was like 45, and I think she's going a mile or two below the speed limit. She got pulled over. Had to pay $200. It was like a $250 fucking ticket because some asshole cop wanted to pull her over for going 2 miles below the speed limit. So, but this judge was like, I don't want any more of this crap. Stop it. Get some help. I like that. That's a no-nonsense judge. That's the kind of judge that, you try to pull your fucking bullshit with them, they're like, no. The dude's probably old. That sounds like a man who's been around a while, who's seen a lot of shit. He's like, no, I'm old. I don't... Because all those traffic violations and stuff like that, they have to go to the judge, and he's just probably done with it. But yeah. So, also, there's the question for the day. What's the stupidest thing you've got, if you have indeed been pulled over before? What's the dumbest thing you've been pulled over for? Was it a situation where you were going like a mile or two, below the speed limit? It's like it's a 45 mile per hour zone and you were going like 44? Or were you going like 1 or 2 above? Was it, what did you get pulled over for? And did you pay your ticket? Or did you find a way to get out of it? So there's a question for the day. Or not the day, but video. But, yeah. So Isabella had the whole thing in New York with the firearm. And she was supposed to have her court case, and it got extended. We still don't know anything about Barbara. We're assuming that she's probably been placed in a home by now. No one can find out this kind of information except for people who, are related to her. So it's we don't know her whereabouts. We know she's alive, but we just don't know where she is. But kind of sucks. We need to know. But yeah, next week, if he throws another tantrum, I don't know. Would they hold him in contempt? He's stopping things by throwing his little tantrums. So, what would happen then? I just feel bad that this judge has got to deal with this with Chris. I am famous on the internet. I have been around on the internet for so many years. I have been harassed and abused. I've shoved my Sonichu medallion in my rectum. Well, why did you shove your medallion in your rectum? Because people made me do it. No, the real culprit here is Isabella, and even if she after you see her and what she's about, even if she had nothing to do with Chris whatsoever, even if she didn't know Chris, she's still a terrible person. She needs to be behind bars. Behind the bars. As the Indian scammers would say it. They're going to put you behind the bars. They will come to your house and they will arrest you and you will be put behind the bars. If you don't believe me, go watch Kitboga or Scammer Payback. These guys doing God's work. They're calling all these fucking scammers and pretty much just keeping them occupied so that they can't scam anyone. You know, they'll have them on the phone for hours, and they'll have this thing going on for days. It's really funny, and they get so pissed off. Some of them will go as far as deleting the scammers, like all their files and shit. It's so great to watch, you know, hear them freak out. But yeah, Kit Boga is one of the. They all use like different voices, obviously, not like natural voices. They have a little modulator; they can change their voice. But it's really fun. It's really fun listening to scammers lose their shit, especially when they actually lose their shit on their computer because someone deleted it. You know, some of them have like tens of thousands of files that they need. Oof, all gone. Um, so yeah, if you're looking for something like that, Scammer Payback, Kit Boga, Jim Browning, he had a thing not too long ago where he was kind of scammed into like deleting his account apparently, but he got it back. Um, yeah, so that stuff's always good fun. It's always fun having people like that. I mean, there's no reason for it. Go get a real fucking job. I understand the places they live are in poverty and stuff like that, but scamming people out of their money, especially elderly people, which is usually who they go after, that's just not acceptable. That's no. But put you behind the bars. Okay, put me behind the bars. Um, but yeah, Isabella needs to be arrested, and like, she needs to be given the fucking Hannibal Lecter treatment. She needs to be in a freaking box. She can't contact anyone where people don't visit her, and when she gets moved, she's like, you know, on the, and she's got the mask on. Just she needs the Hannibal Lecter treatment. Um, she's she's dangerous, not just to humans but to animals. I mean, it's bad enough with humans, but then I think most of us have a softer spot for animals because they're pretty much innocent. I mean, they're not vicious in nature. They're not going around killing people because they want to. If someone gets attacked, it's because they were threatened or they were hungry. You know, so it's not like animals are evil in nature. So when you hurt an innocent animal, like, I don't know, a hamster, you know, something that can't defend itself, or, you know, a cat or a dog, yeah, if hell exists, it's like they say, there's a special place in hell for people like that. So, yeah, give her the Hannibal Lecter treatment. Actually, just keep her just contained like that the entire time. Just keep the mask on her. Anyways, yeah, that's it for me. But yeah, answer the question of what's the dumbest thing you've been pulled over for, if you have indeed been pulled over. Yep. So you guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.